Welcome to the Cricstrat podcast. I'm here with Ahan, Govind, and our one and only DJ, Man, to talk to you about the latest KKR versus RCB match, which was unfortunately cancelled due to Corona. I don't know about others, but Ahan, you know how much I was anticipating this match. Remember?
Oh, oh, dude, precisely. I remember you boasting about how much you want Virat Kohli to score in that match. And yeah, rightly so. He is actually the number one scorer, the number one run getter in the T20 series. But yeah, it's a huge bummer seeing this great matchup to be postponed and like in fact the whole IPL to be postponed. Like also RCB had this thing of getting the blue jerseys for the against the COVID support. Like usually they have the green thing like once a match in every year, but today this time around it was for the COVID. And yeah, it's too bad. The IPL got postponed, and it was like RCB was finally doing well, and their fans were finally in the spotlight, like for once. But it is what it is. Anyways, as the IPL has discontinued, we at Cricstrat are thinking of carrying forward the IPL sensation through our own analysis and making videos for each and every match and predicting our own winner. Through this, we will be talking about the rest 30 odd matches which are left and ultimately land our own IPL winner for this year. So, starting with the pitch that the match was about to be played, actually the Narendra Modi Stadium, the offers a very slow wicket. Like initially, it was a bowler-friendly track, but over the course of time, the pitch lost its spice as it started to slow down. So, Govind, what are your thoughts on the pitch that the game was about to be played?
Yeah, so I think this could have relatively been a very high scoring game, right? Because we've seen in the past few games how high the teams have been scoring in the stadium. Although there isn't much swing on offer, the Pacers can take the pace of the ball and make the most out of the surface, right? So you have two teams with the best bowler, I can say, Pat Cummins playing for KKR, and with RCB, you have the purple cap holder in Harshal Patel. So I think this would have been a very, even though the swing or the other factors supporting the Pacers weren't present, it could have been a good match for the Pacers. And I think as the match progresses, both teams will revert to their spinners. So talking about spinners again, you have Chahil on one side and Varun Chakravarti on the other side. So this could have been a very interesting game because the pitch offers ample, advantages to both batsmen and the bowlers. So
That's true.
yeah.
Completely. And I remember, like if you look at the previous performances of both teams, they have been super impressive, and that was the only reason that everybody was really anticipating this match. You know who's gonna come on top because Harpreet Brar he won the player of the match, I believe, in Punjab's last game, and Delhi's Prithvi Shaw he played a superb knockout in Ahmedabad. Like like everybody was just very anticipating. And the fact that the match is cancelled, it's a bummer. What's your take, man?
Okay.
Yeah, I think like this is a very difficult situation because judging by the batting performance, I think RCB has the best top order. Like you see the Devdutt Padikkal and Virat Kohli opening the innings, absolutely destroys every bowler. And you have AB de Villiers and Glenn Maxwell in the middle order. Like who are you kidding right now? These guys can literally destroy every bowling attack ever. Like I don't know. So like it would have been a great thing to see how these guys would have performed against the KKR bowling lineup, which also has some great bowlers like Varun Chakravarti. So it would have, and I think Harshal Patel was also crucial in this matchup because I know one guy who is I play a Cricstrat league with him. He was boosting Harshal Patel for the last few games. He was like actually winning a lot. And in the last few games, as we know, Harshal Patel got literally he got bullied
Yeah.
and he was scoring 50s with his ball.
Yep,
So like
exactly.
he was scoring. fantasy points in the minus. So yeah, I think it would have been interesting. So I think let's carry on the conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
definitely.
I
It's
think
like,
that's what happens when you boost players, which are, like you should not rely on one player to boost and just give you points. Like, as you said, man, that's a perfectly hilarious example, but I mean, truth be spoken. Uh, Talking
it's
about
true.
Harshal Patel, like, he had this huge winning streak. I think he has some 17 or 18 odd wickets in the halfway through point of the IPL match, and then suddenly going for 50 runs for 4 overs. It really shows that, it may be the pitch that the RCB was playing at, wherein it was favoring him, because as we have seen for the multiple matches now, that he has literally been slaughtered by the batsmen. So, like, what's your take for this, Neha?
I completely agree with you on it, and to the point that I was actually questioning why they were including him in the lineup in the first place when clearly he wasn't in his top form and wasn't able to perform. And this was actually one of the factors that made me question who would have actually been a winner. And I think that I definitely need Govind's take on this because he is our matches analyst. And I Govind, please take us there, man. Who do you think would have won?
A quick question first, actually. So this is to you, Ahan. So would you have a bowler which who would take like 5 wickets a game, or somebody and gives away 50 runs, or somebody that can bowl at an economy of six maybe in the 4 overs? What's your take on that?
Absolutely, I'll go for the person who's more economical. As we have seen throughout the IPL, in the last 5 overs, that's the time where actually the strike rates of all the teams, or the majority of the teams, have been skyrocketed. And if you don't bowl well during that time, you need an economical bowler for that. For example, if you see Jasprit Bumrah, like for MI, he has done wonders. He has not taken a lot of wickets per se, and I don't think he has been the purple cap holder. I'm not sure about it, but it may be rarely that you will see Jasprit Bumrah on top of the leaderboard for the purple cap. So hence economy matters a lot while the other team is giving you a target to chase on. And anyways, I will definitely think of having an economical bowler who would protect my team during those last 5 deadly overs and lead the team to victory, or just get a similar or chaseable target to chase on. So that's what I think. Coming to the final segment, which is which is deciding, I would say, who would have won the KKR versus RCB match. Well, going on with the stats that we currently have, we have seen RCB has had played 7 matches, out of which they have won 5 and lost only 2, while KKR's performance, like they have played 7, wherein they have won only 2 and lost 5 matches with only 4 points in their pockets. So, what do you guys think? I will ask this question to Man. Like, what do you think Owen Morgan's captaincy has been, and what could have he done better to be on a higher rank than the second last?
Um, yeah, so Owen Morgan as a captain for England he's a gem. Like I think Owen Morgan is one of the best captains right now.
Absolutely.
But I don't know what happens when he comes to the Kolkata jersey. I don't know. Like he has been like his batting performance has been very very subpar. Like I don't know. He's been going out for like 1 or 2 runs for the last few innings, I think, and he is also not choosing his bowlers properly. Like he didn't bowl overs from Pat Cummins in the first overs when the ball starts to swing in the first few overs. So he didn't bowl Pat Cummins then, and that would have been a very tactical decision from him. So I think that really gives Virat Kohli the edge over Pat. I mean on Morgan. So I think RCB has a very tactical edge over here.
Precisely, man. Like,
I
I absolutely agree with that. Neha, you were saying something. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just wanted to add that I think it all comes down to strategy and just choosing which player is in their best form. and giving them a chance to just show their performance in the field. Like if I believe that if they had chosen their lineup correctly, the entire IPL series, all the matches that they've played till now, they could have ended up differently. Won't you agree with me on this, Sahan and Man?
Absolutely, dude. I need a thing. There was no chance for KKR to win this match, and it was full on RCB dominating the whole KKR side. Because as you can see, they have won only two matches, and the load of losing matches, it really gets to you. Like whoever you are in the whole world, even if you are the best English captain, but still the pressure gets on to you, and you can't perform well, given with the team also being shattered into pieces with like humiliating losses. Like for example, we have seen against Mumbai Indians, wherein they couldn't even chase some 130 runs, which is like very humiliating for KKR. Anyways, so I think we have a winner for this match. It's an easy winner if everyone agrees with me,
Very
and it
predictable.
has to be RCB, right? uh,
Definitely. So who
yep.
wants to do the honors? Govind? Just
Yep. So I'm saying, so we're seeing seventh place KKR going up against the third place RCB, the Giants right now. So very disappointing season so far for KKR, and RCB looking strong with the batting lineup and stronger than ever before, if I say. So I don't think KKR would have turned things around in this match because obviously if you see their previous form, it hasn't been great. And if you look at the team selection and the captains too, that hasn't changed over the last few games. No change in the playing 11. So changing Harbhajan and somebody else doesn't make the difference, right? So I think this is an easy win for RCB here, and any day actually, even in the best days for KKR, I think RCB would have taken home the game. Yep.
Yep. So we all
and we
agree
have
on right. So for our Cricstrat being continuing the IPL series, we are promoting RCB to the second position now with 12 points, but only a little less run rate than DC, hence being on the second position, and KKR as they are in the second last position, and I even think even SRH would eventually be on top of them. Anyways, I really had fun, guys, and I'm looking forward to have more of these for the future matches that are not going to happen, but we are anyways going to cover them. So sounds fun, guys.
But if you remember, then I feel it was Jadeja who got his 1,000 runs this time. I mean, in the last matches. So, like, I was definitely looking forward to his performance. Weren't you one?
Yeah, definitely. Because I had Sir Jadeja in my Cricstrat 11 in my group game. I had him on 3x in that game. So he scored around 1,000 points for me in one single game. I scored 1,400 points in that group game, but I was 1,000 points above because of Sir Jadeja. So hats off because this guy does everything.
That's
He bats, he bowls, he fields,
impressive.
he does everything.
Dude, even my whole squad does not get 1,000 points, and you're saying only one player got you 1,000 points. What is this? Crazy.
Jadeja
That's
supremacy.
right.
Crazy. That's
Well, you
good to
guys should talk about that. I had boosted Arshil on 3x that day. He went for 37 runs in the last over. So
Oh,
let's see.
RIP.
Come on.
पटेल को लिया होगा बहुत पिटा ना
हर्षल पटेल को बहुत पढ़ा
बहुत पिटाया यार लास्ट में भी 22 रन
2x पे
Oh, yeah.
थोड़ा 2x wrong है I feel sad for
With
that.
those 2x.
यार, I feel so bad. मेरे कौन है ये?
It depends. It's about the day. If your day is lucky
Yep.
enough, you win. That's it.
Yeah, dude. That's absolutely a bummer.
Okay.
But yeah, I think I've been really enjoying playing Cricstrat with my friends as well. And like, if you have a good intuition of who to boost and also at what time, you just cannot boost a player if he performs well in one match and just hope for him to do so for the entire group games that we have. So like, by the way, for our viewers, one group game is equal to 5 of the IPL matches, and hence, after the 5 matches that you play in one group game, you can again select your team and reselect your team basically of your 11, and you can just mess around with players that you already have out of your whole squad and just have your analysis of who is going to play well and accordingly moves that person. So yeah, I mean, the Cricstrat has been really fun for me, and I hope the IPL when it resumes again, we have the same energy back on the game, and we can also play Cricstrat basically along with IPL again. So really looking forward to that, guys.
Completely. It's gonna be so fun to actually compare our analysis to what happens if the IPL resumes.
Yeah.
And I definitely would like to get together with you all to discuss that, but that's for another time. And
Yep.
that's it for our analysis of this match. Thank you, viewers. See you again.